At the very bottom of the world, there is a place where two massive oceans violently collide. A place where the winds never stop blowing and waves rise as tall as buildings. This is Cape Horn. Located at the southernmost tip of South America, this rocky headland marks the exact boundary where the powerful Atlantic and Pacific Oceans crash into each other. For centuries, sailing past Cape Horn was the ultimate challenge in human history. It was a brutal passage that tested the absolute limits of human survival. In today's deep investigation, we look at the raw geography, the terrifying weather mechanics, and the dark history of the deadliest maritime graveyard on Earth. Let's look at the data. To understand why this passage is so dangerous, we have to look at the global wind grids. Cape Horn sits at a latitude of 56 degrees south. Sailors call this area the Furious Fifties. In this part of the world, there are no large landmasses or continents to slow down the air currents. The winds gather incredible momentum across thousands of miles of completely open water, striking Cape Horn with absolute, unbroken force. A perfectly calm morning can transform into a dangerous hurricane-strength gale in less than 60 minutes. The air pressure drops so fast that traditional navigation instruments routinely fail. But the wind is only half the problem. At the exact same time, the Antarctic Circumpolar Current, the largest and most powerful ocean current on Earth, forces millions of tons of cold water from west to east through the narrow Drake Passage. This creates a continuous, high-energy collision between the massive Pacific swells and the opposing forces of the Atlantic. The result is what oceanographers call chaotic, towering seas. The waves here do not move in a predictable pattern. They rise up from multiple directions at once, creating giant walls of water up to 80 feet tall that can instantly crush a steel ship. Because the waves hit from different angles, they create highly unstable rogue waves. These are giant, unpredictable spikes of water that appear without any warning pattern, making them nearly impossible for modern radar to predict. To make things even worse, massive icebergs continuously break off from the ice sheets of Antarctica and drift north directly into these narrow shipping lanes. In the eras before modern satellite communication and radar navigation, hitting one of these hidden ice giants in the pitch-black night meant instant destruction for any vessel that came too close. Between the 17th and early 20th centuries, thousands of brave captains attempted to round the Cape Horn Passage out of pure necessity. Before the Panama Canal opened in 1914, this dangerous route was the only way to move goods between Europe, Asia, and the Americas. Historians estimate that over 800 major shipwrecks occurred in these freezing waters, claiming the lives of more than 10,000 sailors. The danger was not just from the shipwrecks themselves. The extreme sub-zero temperatures caused severe hypothermia, frostbite, and exhaustion, turning routine sailing voyages into final journeys for entire crews. The 19th century saw some of the most famous maritime tragedies in history at Cape Horn. In 1841, a prominent vessel named the William struck a drifting iceberg during a heavy blizzard and vanished beneath the waves within minutes. Decades later, in 1907, the iron-hulled ship Dundonald was cast against the rocky, unforgiving cliffs of the nearby islands. The brutal weather conditions left a small group of survivors stranded on a remote, frozen island for months before rescue arrived. Life at sea during these voyages was harsh beyond modern understanding. Sailors viewed conquering Cape Horn as a true rite of passage, but for thousands it became a permanent ocean grave. Today, global trade looks very different. The opening of the Panama Canal completely changed international shipping, allowing modern cargo vessels to completely bypass the deadly currents of Cape Horn. But the dangerous waters have not changed. Even today, with advanced GPS satellite navigation, weather forecasting apps, and massive steel hulls, Modern cargo ships and extreme sailing expeditions still face incredible danger when they attempt the route. The Chilean Navy maintains a lonely lighthouse and a small weather station at Cape Horn today, acting as a permanent monument to the thousands of brave souls who lost their lives in these unforgiving waters. Cape Horn remains more than just a remote spot on a map. It stands as a powerful symbol of human bravery, the absolute limits of historical exploration, and the raw, untamed power of nature. Even in our modern technological world, the fierce winds at the bottom of the earth still blow, reminding us who truly rules the sea. The data is clear, the history is written, but the waters remain untamed. Thank you for watching this unedited historical investigation. If you want more long-form documentaries that break down the raw data and mysteries of our history, hit that subscribe button, leave a comment with Horn below, and stay safe in the dark.